Hi friends, Quill here. Welcome back to some more Battle Spot Doubles here on the channel. If you're enjoying the series just as much as I am, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of the action. Now, if you missed the last episode, maybe don't go back and watch it. We did really poorly. This new team that I have that's centered on Cinderace and Darmanitan. Honestly, Darmanitan is just too frail. We don't deal well with Lapras. We found that out last episode. I'm assuming that Venusaur would do better in that situation, so if we see another Lapras, we're gonna go Venusaur instead of Darmanitan Cinderace. But yeah, the main goal of this team is to get Cinderace in their Gigantamax, and either go for the bounce or the Max Airstream or the Max Knuckle to buff up my Darmanitan, which has Choice Band and Guerrilla Tactics, does a whole crap ton of damage if it lives, which it doesn't typically, but. That's just kind of the team. Comfey is a really good support Pokemon. We saw last episode it did very well and then lost us the third battle by not killing with Draining Kiss. But you know what? You win some, you lose some. We're going to go ahead and try to win some today. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the first battle. I'll see you guys there. Okay, so here we have a battle, the very first of the day, with what looks like a Tailwind team, centered around what I'm assuming the Dracozolt is the center of the team, because everything else is pretty basic. Darmanitan Cinderace does okay here, I suppose, but I believe Venusaur Torkoal does better. So it's going to be our lead is Venusaur Torkoal. It might be a mistake, but that's what we're going for. Comfey comes in the back as usual, and then do we want Darmanitan or Cinderace behind them? I'm thinking Cinderace. Or maybe Darmanitan. No, Darmanitan definitely, because it just does so well in this battle. Just not as well as it would normally, I think. We'll just see what they lead off with. Okay, so here we are in our first battle, this one against the friend whose name I can't pronounce, because I can't even read it, actually. So I'm expecting to see the Whimsicott and the Dracozolt here, which is fine, because we still outspeed thanks to the Sun. Who are those Pokemon? Yes, I was right. Okay, so this is actually a really good setup for us because we're going to be able to put the Dracozolt to sleep. As long as we outspeed, which I'm 99% sure that we still do. Because Chlorophyll doubles your speed and Tailwind also doubles your speed, actually. Do we outspeed? Hold on, this might be bad, but I'm actually going to check. Dracozolt. What are your stats, my dude? Because that'll determine what we go for. Shoot. I'm going to go ahead. I definitely want to Scorching Sands the Dracozolt. I'm going to Dynamax, and I think I'm going to go for the Max Quake. Yes, we do outspeed, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'm not going to Dynamax. Sleep Powder on the Dracozolt. We got it in time. Good. Whew. That's why I don't like to look things up in the middle of battles, but at this point, I think it did us good. Because being able to know that we outspeed gives me some peace of mind, I suppose. Even with the Tailwind up, we should be good to go. Because the Dracozolt is honestly terrifying, especially if it's able to get up like a Max Lightning or something. A Tailwind, I'm gonna. Oh wait, no. Actually, we see a Protect, which is really good for us. That means we're going to be able to put this big old bird to sleep. What in the world? I've got the wide lens. What's going on? Hold on. I need to look this up. Let's see. Sleep Powder. And there's a weakness policy. You know what? I'm getting really upset. So it's 75%. The wide lens. So it's 0.75 times 1.1. It should be 83%, 82.5% at least accurate, and it's just not doing that. So I don't know what that's about. We're gonna send in Darmanitan, I guess. Jeez, this is awful. This is like just so bad. The only thing we can really do here, I'm gonna go ahead and Protect, and I'm gonna Dynamax and go for the Max Hailstorm. We couldn't even get the burn with the. We've gone for 2 Sleep Powders. Two of them. They have an 82.5% chance to hit, and we've hit neither. I just finished recording the last episode, by the way, so I mean that's why I'm getting a little bit frustrated. Okay, so we're going to Dynamax ourselves. I don't anticipate that I will... I mean, if I live this turn, it's not going to be by much. But we are going to do a whole bunch of... I mean, if we land our max Hailstorm, we're going to take out the Dracozolt. So I'm not worried about that. But, I mean, honestly, that Sleep Powder miss is just detrimental. And I don't know quite why we keep missing it. It's really frustrating me. Okay, Tailwind goes off. We don't really care about that. You were already faster than us. Max Lightning goes off. That's just going to knock us out. I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain. Yeah. You know, guys, I just don't know. I just don't know. Like, what could I have done differently here? I mean, if I had hit the Sleep Powder, we would have just won. I don't know. Like, there's just no two ways around that. We would have won if we would have hit that Sleep Powder. So, I'm really frustrated. I'm really, really mad. Not gonna lie. We're gonna go for the Heat Wave, not that we're gonna get it off, probably. And then we're gonna try to Drain and Kiss the Dracozolt, but it's just not gonna work out. Sometimes this happens, but... My real issue was that I went directly from recording the last episode to this one, and then now I'm frustrated. Okay, we see the Drain and Kiss go off. Yep, that does actually more damage than I thought it would have, but we are definitely not going to do anything now. Taunt goes off onto the Comfey. Doesn't matter because Comfey is going for attacks at this point. We aren't in any place to be doing anything else right now. They're going to go for Max Quake to knock out Torkoal fairly easily. I'm done. Okay. Done with this battle, we're moving on. Oh man. Why? Like I said, this team just did so well on Showdown, like this hyper offense. I think my rating might have been lower on Showdown or something, but there's just no way that we win this, so I'm just going to quit. And that is that the first or the second battle? That's battle number 1. So, off to a bad start. But I'll see you guys in battle number 2. Okay, here we have another battle. Very interesting team. We're still ranked 9, of course. I need to calm down because I'm getting tilted from the last battle. What do I see here? I see a team that we don't match up well against, if I'm being honest with you. I think I'm very afraid to go Venusaur Torkoal again, but I think that might be what we have to do here. Just because Cinderace Darmanitan yet again does not match up necessarily well against all my opponent's team. Plus the Sleep Powder is just too good here. I'm gonna bring Comfey in the back. And then I mean, no one really does well against this team. I'm gonna bring Cinderace. And we're gonna see what happens. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. This is a new battle. It's a battle against another friend who I cannot pronounce the name or even read it. But we're going to win this one. I don't know how. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. Alright, so we got a Weezing and a Master Ball. What an interesting choice there. So Weezing has Neutralizing Gas. Another interesting choice. We're going to go for the Max Quake onto the Weezing there. And then I'm just going to Scorching Sands. No, Weezing doesn't scare me. Weezing doesn't scare me at all. I'm actually going to Gigantamax, go for the Max Quake on my friend Incineroar. And I'm gonna Scorching Sands the Incineroar also. With that Neutralizing Gas, there's not much we can do in the way of the way that Venusaur likes to function. All I can hope is that they tried to fake out my Venusaur, because that's obviously not going to work. But I don't anticipate the Weezing to try to Dynamax here. If we do, it's just a bad time. Okay, so fake out onto the Venusaur does nothing. That's good. We should go next. Max Quake goes off onto their Incineroar. Does a crap ton of damage. I'm really happy with that, actually. And raises our special defense, which is nice against the Weezing. I don't know what the Weezing's going to try to do here. I've not seen a Weezing on the ladder before. Taunt goes off, actually, onto the Venusaur. So that was honestly best case scenario. For the first turn, Scorching Sands goes off onto Incineroar. That's the first time I've seen that what's the word? That animation. So I actually kind of like that one. Let's see. We're not going to go for the G-Max Vine Lash this turn just because it doesn't do us much good too. Wait, actually, they're probably going to... No, we're going for the Max Quake. Going for the Max Quake again. And then I'm going to Scorching Sands this time on the Weezing because I'm not too afraid of it. Yes, okay, so the Incineroar goes out. Yeah, probably should have gone for the G-Max Vine Lash, but you know what? Mistakes were made. This is what I went for. Weezing goes for Protect, so this is a wash. This entire turn was a wash. That's great. Max Quake goes off. No good. Scorching Sands gets protected. So, back at square one. I'm going to go for the G-Max Vine Lash here onto the Gyarados, and then I'm expecting a Water-type move to come in, and I'm going to switch Comfey in. Comfey has good special defense, so maybe it'll take it. Oh, wait, but it's going to be a physical move. Oh, whatever. You know what? Comfey's probably going to go down here. Let's be real. Okay, so we call Torkoal back. It's under our Comfey. I'm expecting, actually, the Max Geyser to come from the Gyarados. Yep. And I'm expecting that into the Comfey slot, which will get up the Rain, but it might knock out my Comfey. And actually, it might do better to knock out my Comfey here. Oh, wait, no, that's not the truth. We need to knock out this Gyarados like 3 days ago. Shoot. Unless I go for the Max Airstream on the Venusaur, which would not be fun either. Another Protect on Weezing. Not too big of a deal. Actually, that's fine because they go for a Max Quake, which I think is interesting. Onto Comfey, that's going to do a decent amount of damage. Actually, more than half. The worst thing is that it raises my opponent's special defense, which means that this G-Max Vine Lash is not going to do basically anything. Yeah, no, that did nothing. Wow. Great. Okay. Well, we're going to do some passive damage. It's actually quite a bit of passive damage. That's what's so great about the G-Max Vine Lash. The question is here... They're probably going to go for a Max Airstream onto the Venusaur, into the Venusaur slot rather. I'm going to switch out into Torkoal to take that, and then I'm going to, oh, let's see, what do I do? No, I think Comfey just goes for, I don't know. I'm just going to go for Draining Kiss onto the Gyarados. Comfey doesn't really do much here. In fact, it's more of a hindrance being in than anything else. I'm expecting a Max Airstream, which isn't going to do too much to Torkoal because it's max HP. Yep, that is exactly what happens. We love to see... Wow, that just... I mean, we just lose. I hate to say it. That Weezing screwed me up. It did. It did a lot. Let's see. Sludge Bomb goes off. That's going to knock out Comfey. We don't like to see that, but that's just the way it is, I guess. This is going so poorly. Oh, jeez. Okay. Like, seriously, this team is honestly... I swear to you guys, this team is good. I just don't know what's quite wrong with it today. It doesn't really matter who we go into here, does it? I'm going to go into Venusaur. Maybe we can live a Max Airstream. I am exceedingly pessimistic about our chances of living it. But you know what? We're gonna go for it anyway. We're gonna go for the Scorching Sands onto the Weezing. It's gonna protect, so it's never gonna go through. We're gonna try to Sleep Powder the Gyarados, and if we actually get the chance to get that off, maybe we'll win. Or maybe we'll lose less quickly. Venusaur just gets taken straight out. Gyarados is terrifying. Okay. That's battle number 2. Oh jeez, why is this team doing so poorly? Wow, like I'm actually shocked by how bad it's doing. Taunt goes off, so maybe we'll actually get maybe we'll get a knockout here onto the Weezing. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? We won't get a knockout, but we'll do an okay amount of damage. The Gyarados is getting worn down quickly by the G-Max Vine Lash, and once its Gigantamax is over, or the Dynamax is over, it's not going to be as scary, especially because it's only gotten speed boosts. If the Dynamax ends this turn, we'll be in a good spot because they can only go for bounce at that point. Okay, we're good. We're good. Well, no, they outspeed and go for a water-type move, so no, we're not good. But we're going to go ahead and protect Torkoal. Can't use Protect after the taunt. Never mind. We're going to Scorching Sands onto the Weezing, I suppose, and then, well, you know what? We're going to bounce. We're going to bounce onto the Gyarados. It's probably going to knock us out with, like, a Liquidation or something, but you know what? That's the way it goes. So we see the Protect go off on the Gyarados, actually. That's really good news. The question is, what does the Weezing go for? It goes for the Sludge Bomb onto Torkoal. That's probably going to take it. No, it does not take us out, in fact. Interesting play by my opponent. I don't think it's going to be the biggest difference in the world, but we do bounce up here. The Gyarados is not going to be able to protect against that. We go for the Scorching Sands. Is that able to actually take it out? Oh my goodness. Okay. Don't get me wrong, we've lost. We've lost this battle, but how badly did we lose this battle? That's the question. Let's see. G-Max Vine Lash takes even more of Gyarados' HP. If the taunt ends here, that'll be good news for us. Although I don't think that's the case. Okay, out comes, I think that's Incineroar. Yeah, yep. Intimidate does not, now does Intimidate hit Cinderace even though it's in the air? That's the question. Yes, it does. Okay, that's not good. Can I protect yet? I cannot protect yet. So we're going to go for a Heat Wave, I suppose. You know, no, we should have gone for Scorching Sands onto Incineroar. The Protect fails. We see a Fake Out onto Torkoal. That's not going to do hardly anything. We get a Bounce off onto the Gyarados. Is it actually going to take it out? Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, like I said, we're not going to win this battle, probably. But it's nice to see. We do love a comeback, is what I'm saying. So the taunt wears off on Torkoal. That's very interesting. Let's see. Out comes... Ooh, that's the water-type version of whatever that thing is called. I'm going to Protect on Torkoal. I expect them to try to take that out with an Aqua Jet. And then I'm going to... do I High Jump Kick? I think I High Jump Kick onto Incineroar and try to knock that thing out. So then maybe next turn I can go for the Bounce and knock out the Urshifu on the following turn. Cinderace goes for High Jump Kick. Do not miss, for the love of all that is good. Okay, so the Incineroar goes down. The problem is that Urshifu is honestly terrifying. Surging Strikes. Oh wait, that goes through Protect. What am I talking about? Please be on Torkoal. Please be on Torkoal. Okay, we actually might... Wait, that was a crit? Oh wait, they're all crits. That's stupid of me. Actually, I was surprised that we lived even one of those hits. Here's the thing. If the Urshifu has Protect, then we lose. If it doesn't have Protect, then this bounce is going to knock it out, and we honestly win, which I'm kind of shocked about. Okay, so we see our bounce go off first. I'm just going to pray that they don't have Protect. If they went for the Surging Strikes here, then I think that they might be choiced in some way. They're probably choice... Okay, so Close Combat, that means that they're not choice, which means that they could have the Protect. So do they have the Protect? If they don't, we're probably going to win. Although we are intimidated. Ooh, okay. What do you go for here? Ice Punch. That's going to knock us out. Okay, well, you know what? That was a darn close battle. We didn't win it, but we were closer than I would have expected. I'm really upset, not gonna lie. That stinks. Especially because we were so close to winning, but the Intimidate is what snatched it from my opponent. But I'll see you guys in the final battle for today. Alright, we have our third and final battle of the day against a team that actually looks very, very similar to ours. With that Torkoal and Venusaur combination there. I think what I'm going to want to do... this is definitely a Cinderace Darmanitan battle. Because I'm going to be able to do a fair bit of damage with those two. I'm going to bring Venusaur in the back for certain, because if they set up the Sun Force, that'll be really great. If not, you know what, it's not the end of the world. But the question is, do they lead with Venusaur Torkoal? If they do, that's kind of bad. That's not what I want to see right now. Just because this team does care a lot about speed control, whereas the last one didn't. The Alchemy team didn't care about speed control in the slightest. This one cares quite a bit about it. In fact, that's kind of the whole point behind it. But we see Togekiss and Incineroar here. So the question is, are they going to fake out? They're probably going to fake out my Darmanitan. But I honestly can't really care. I have to go for the Max Knuckle to get my attack back up, and I'm gonna try to Rock Slide because it's super effective. Honestly, if they don't fake us out, I will be shocked, shocked and very happy, because it'll put us in a really good position. I just hope that we are able to outspeed. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know, guys. If we lose this one, I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go nuts. Because then we won't have won a single battle today. Let's see. We do see Fake Out. It's on Darmanitan. That's great. Max Knuckle goes off onto the Incineroar. How much damage is it actually going to do, though? We are intimidated. Does a lot of damage, actually. I'm happy with that. Let's see. So it depends on what the Togekiss goes for and against which Pokemon. If it goes for Dazzling Gleam, okay, that's not the worst thing in the world. That's actually pretty decent. It was a critical hit on Cinderace, which is great. We love that. I'm gonna go for the Max Airstream on their Togekiss, and I'm gonna go for the Rock Slide once again, unless I want to go for the Ice Punch. Honestly, that might be the best move, actually. Togekiss did go last, which means that we outspeed. Which means that actually our best bet is to go for a Max Knuckle onto the Incineroar, and then we're going to go for an Ice Punch, actually, onto the Togekiss. We're going to try to do a whole bunch of damage, because we don't need to worry about speed control right now, because we already outspeed both of their Pokemon with both of ours, I believe. Ally Switch goes off. That's awful. Max Knuckle goes off onto Togekiss. I did not expect to see that, honestly. That was a surprise to see the Ally Switch. I don't know that most Togekiss carry that. But I understand why you'd want to. As long as we outspeed the Incineroar here, which we do, the Ice Punch should take out the Incineroar, because, I mean, it's Ice Punch off of a Darmanitan is just hugely strong. I think I'm going to try to build up some speed a little bit. Getting the Incineroar out of there is really great, because it gets rid of their Intimidate. But out comes the Cinderace of their own. So I'm expecting this thing to want to Gigantamax. I'm going to go for the Max Airstream on their Cinderace, and then I'm going to... Well, I mean, I have to Ice Punch, don't I? It's not going to be very effective on Cinderace, but I honestly kind of have to go for that. I just hope that our Max Airstream goes first, so then we will be able to outspeed. Jeez. Okay, but it's +1 Choice Banded Darmanitan with Guerrilla Tactics. So, I mean, its attack is astronomical right now. Okay, so they're not Gigantamax Cinderace, which is interesting. You typically see them being Gigantamaxed. Our Cinderace goes first, goes for the Max Airstream. Really, really good news. That means we're going to be able to outspeed. I don't think we'll be able to take out the Cinderace's turn. Oh, wow. I take that back. So we are going to be able to take out the Cinderace here with an Ice Punch. The problem is that I believe their Togekiss takes down both of our Pokemon right now. We do end their Dynamax, though. I think that Dazzling Gleam will take us both out, though. Let's see. Dazzling Gleam does knock out both of my Pokemon. That's awful. That's so bad. Critical hit on Darmanitan really didn't matter. But we are currently 2-2, so it really kind of depends on what their last Pokemon is. If it's Torkoal, we win straight up because we've got Venusaur. If it's not, we could be in some trouble. Let's see. Okay, so it is a Venusaur of their own. What I'm going to try to do here is put the Togekiss to sleep. And then, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Sleep Powder... No. You know what? I'm going to Sludge Bomb. I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Togekiss, and I'm going to Helping Hand. You know what? We're probably going to get our own Comfey knocked out by a Sludge Bomb. But if it gets that Togekiss out of here, that's worth it to me. Ally Switch. Okay. Interesting play for sure. They go for their Sludge Bomb. That's probably going to knock out my Comfey. Yep, it does. Are we going to be able to knock out the Venusaur here? That's the real question, because we are Helping Handed. We do have a whole bunch of... No, okay. That's bad news. That's bad news for sure. I think I just continue firing off... No, actually, I think it's Sleep Powder, actually. I'm going to try to Sleep Powder the Togekiss. We see a Sludge Bomb go off. The question is, does their Togekiss outspeed? If it does, we're in bad shape. No, it does not. Okay, so we get the Sleep Powder off onto the Togekiss. That's good news. We probably should have just gone for the Sludge Bomb. In fact, we absolutely should have just gone for the Sludge Bomb, because now we just died to another Sludge Bomb from there. Venusaur. But we're going to try our darndest here. Their Venusaur does go down. They go... Okay, their Venusaur is, for whatever reason, just faster than mine, and we just lose. Okay, so this team is doing very, very poorly. I think I might... You know, I should have tried to knock out the Togekiss that turn. I don't think it would have taken it out, though. That's the problem. Okay, so chances are I will not be bringing this team next week. I'll make that decision over the weekend, I guess. But yeah, this team is 1-5 currently. So yeah, this team probably isn't going to come back. But that'll do it for this episode, though. It did not go too well. None of this is going very well. But that's how it goes sometimes. You know what? Like I said, probably a new team next week. Not too sure. But either way, I will see you then. So thanks so much for watching this video, my friends. And as always, see you next time.